MMA oddsbreaker, ladies and gentlemen, on the other end of the phone line, and doing me a huge favor. Well, actually, Mike Constantino is doing me a huge favor, getting Jim Miller on the phone line with us, because I know Jim is done doing media. He's tired of it. He's had enough. All the talking is over. It's time for the action. Jim, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Feeling good.
I've read a couple of different press releases, or not press releases, but a couple of different media sources that were like, it's a little bit more aggressive toned than you normally are. Usually you're very laid back, you're very quiet, you're very, not saying you're disrespectful this time, but you're a very respectful fighter. It's all about the battle and the warriorship, but this time you kind of got a little ire about you. What's going on?
I don't know. I'm just fired up. Just fired up and excited to go in there and be able to do what I've been training to do. It hasn't been that long since the Lozon fight, but I'm just anxious to punch him.
But there's nothing against Pat Healy, right? It wasn't like Pat said something or something happened from his camp. There's nothing like that. It's just you're ready to go.
Yeah, no. He's a very talented guy. I have a ton of respect for him. It's just that I really, really enjoy fighting. And I find sometimes some guys, they almost seem like they don't want to be there, but I really do. I really enjoy
and that's one of the things that really sets you apart kind of from the other guys in the weight class is that
my craft.
You enjoy actually being in there. You actually want to be in there as much as possible.
And just
Jim, I lose you there for a second? Sorry about that.
I just heard that.
Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry, I lost you there for a second. We had a bad connection. But what I'm saying is that what sets you apart from the other guys in the lightweight division is that you actually enjoy the fight. Like where everyone kind of gets nervous about the fight time and being in there with all the opponents and the media and the pressure and all that stuff. And that's when you shine the most. Why is that? Why is it the fight week that you seem to be better than you are during training camp?
Just because this is my, this is the end of the road. This is what I get to do. I put in the hours of training, and I basically don't get to do everything that I want to do on the mats. I have to hold back a little bit, and when it comes to the fight, I get to use all the tools, all at the same time, and it just, it's fun. It's a feeling that I just, you can't describe it. There's nothing else like it on the planet. Stepping in there and fighting, it's locked inside of a cage.
Well, you beat Joe Lozon your last time out by unanimous decision. You're welcoming Pat Healy from Strikeforce into the UFC. He's fought more than you have. 29-16 is his record. Yours is 22-4. But you're both so severely experienced. Where do you see this fight putting you in the ranking of the 155s? You win this fight on Saturday night. What's that put you next? What's going to happen for you? Are you now a top two contender? Is this gonna push you back into the echelon to kind of get back in for the title hunt, or what's going to happen?
I hope so. I'm putting on, making a statement and putting on a great show and great display of my skills, and depending on how good I do at that, it really all depends. You gotta impress people. You gotta make yourself relevant, and make that relevancy kind of stick with you after the fight, so they keep talking about you. And I had a taste of that with the Lozon fight, so I'm anxious to have a sub or knockout of the year, not fight of the year. So if I can do what I'm supposed to do and do what I'm capable of doing, I think I'll be right up there, right in contention.
Now, speaking of keeping you so relevant and being a fan favorite, Chael Sonnen has talked himself into 2 back-to-back title fights and a stint as a tough coach. How frustrating is it for a guy like you who battles all the time? You stick in your weight class, you do what you're told, you say your P's and Q's, you're very respectful to the upper management, and you kind of get looked over and kind of passed over when it comes time for bigger opportunities, bigger marketing opportunities.
It's not really frustrating. You know, he's doing his thing, and I'm doing mine. And you know, he's successful at it, and I respect that. I don't need it as a fight fan. I don't need to hear those things. I just want to see guys fight. And so that's what I do. I just come out here to fight. You know, I like I said, I don't need the pageantry to get excited about a fight. I can watch fights and see guys' skills and be excited about a matchup. You know, and so I basically play the game that I want to see. So really, it's not frustrating at all or anything like that. You know, everybody follows this path. You know, so I'm just following mine.
All right, well, I got 3 more things for you before we get out of here. Give me a pick. Belcher and Bisping. How do you think that fight's going to break down?
I think Bisping is going to win that one. He's got great movement on his feet. You know, he has been hit with some big shots that have cost some fights, but those were against some of the hardest strikers, in the world. But I think he's got great movement. He's going to be able to elude Belcher and beat him up with the 1-2, stuff like that.
John Jones, Chael Sonnen. How do you think that one's going to fall apart?
You know, I'm a big fan of the way Chael fights. He's tough as hell. I mean, the first fight with Anderson was awesome. I was not expecting that, him to be able to do that. And I think he can do it to John, but it's just, the cards are going to have to lay perfect for him to do it. And I don't know if that's going to happen. I think Jones is just too rangy and too unorthodox in his strikes, and I think he's going to catch Chael with something funky, and hurt him.
Now, when are you going to approach the UFC about helping you market your own brand of beer?
I don't know.
Every time I interview you, this question's always going to be put in front of you because I want to know when I can start walking my grocery store and buying Jim Miller beer. That's my question. You need to get a little bit of backing, and the Fertittas understand how to make They used to own microbreweries. They used to own Gordon Beers, so they know how to make it happen. So it's a perfect fit for you to be one of their brands.
It's something I've been, going over and talking to some people about. But yeah, we'll hopefully have the ball rolling, soon. So it's definitely something I want to do.
Yeah, I know. I know you have a severe passion for it. And the thing is that I don't think very many people know that you don't drink. Like, you don't like to drink. Like, you have a couple, but you're not a guy that likes to sit around and drink. But you make beer and you make wine. So it's very, you do it because you have a passion for it, not because you want to be cheaper in how you get hammered. So to me, it's really interesting. I definitely want the folks to know that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I usually 1 or 2, and that's about it.
Yeah, it's funny. I assumed, like everybody else, that because you make your own beer, that, he must be drinking all the time, whatever. Like, no, I give it away. Just let my friends have it. It's fun. Yeah. So, all right, Jim. Well, good luck this Saturday. Thanks for coming on here. I know that it's winding down. It's fight week, and you're tired of doing the meeting and you get ready to be done. So I definitely have fun on Saturday. I'll be watching at home on pay-per-view, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Talk to you later, buddy.
Bye, bud.